This acts as a good UK sounding board for people.
Whilst there are many thousands of ideas out there in the market, we only need to find a few.
Very knowledgeable people.
You feel a tremendous sense of camaraderie.
The London Value Investor Conference has become a bit of a thing, hasn't it? It's the preeminent investment conference if you are a value investor in London.
Times like now when they hate value investing is usually when you get the real values.
Well, admitting your mistakes is critical for improving your long-term performance.
It's always very interesting to hear perspectives from different investors.
It also gives me a chance to kick around with like-minded individuals, maybe find an idea or two, but hopefully find some solace, particularly if performance is poor.
I think I was hanging off every word he said.
There appear to be enormous opportunities at a time when the world at large is rather short of opportunity.
We can get swept up in all kinds of sort of winning strategies that actually ends up being huge unforced errors.
Coming along to a conference like this, where there's a large audience of self-selecting participants, is a great use of our time and resource, which is very scarce.
To stick with an approach which is high conviction and will mean that you underperform at certain points is actually very difficult psychologically.
There is some extremely good value and as large upside as maybe one could see in early '09.
Lots of really interesting speakers, so definitely glad we made the journey.
Investing is in many ways a game of winning by not losing.
Value investing's in your genes, not everybody's got it. So the day that everybody starts coming to the Value Investor Conference, then we'll have to think of something else.
It's good to see investors sort of talk about things that are outside their sort of standard pitch book.
With value investors, we spend all day long sitting indoors reading boring report and accounts with the blinds down. It's exciting for someone to listen to you and applaud you once in a while.
Part of what I love about conferences, and I think if everyone in this business is honest with themselves, they should say, or they should admit, you always learn more when you're not in the office.
A very interesting conference.
Value investors look out for each other in a way that I don't think is true of growth investors.
It's a very good event and we are happy to be part of.
I think it was an extremely valuable way to spend our day. I think we managed to get ourselves known amongst a group of people who might not have been familiar with the organisation, and it was also a pleasure to be selling those books that are donations for Human Rights Watch. So it was a real pleasure.
You see a lot of similar faces, which shows what a great conference it is because people come back.
Value investors are by definition moving a bit against the herd.
Interesting to attend from seeing the presentations, but then also sort of the mingling and the dinners afterwards, etc.
One of the speakers, Jean-Marie Evrillard, said something very interesting. He said that investing in the herd is warm, and that's why people stick with the herd, even though it may be bad investing decisions. And value investing is investing out of the herd. But I think this conference is a little herd of value investors which helps keep other value investors a little bit warm.